In many can call only that with that type of cry, salutations to Lord. If one sometimes said, "Oh God, please help me, I am surrendering to you," or something, even at the point of death. হয়তো চলে যাচ্ছে
বলছি এখান থেকে দেখে বোঝা যাচ্ছে না ওখানে
everyone thinks that
force of habits.
And then lastly we read that fourth verse, one who adores Sri Hari as the all-inclusive absolute should salute not only in the image, should salute, bow down to everything, to the sky, to the air, to the fire, to water, earth, shining celestial bodies, all the quarters, living beings, trees, rivers, ocean, in fact every manifested object as constituting the body of Sri Hari. That is all, God resides in everywhere. So all these are his bodies. So if you think that God is here, there, so not only you do the salutation in the temple, you will be able to feel the presence of God or appreciate Lord's presence in everything, wherever you look around. The trees, the plants, the sky, the earth.
She's also coming.
What good you did? You put it from
The chair.
Chair. Can you come little closer? Can you now? Can I come? Come in. Put one chair. And next comes the now dasya or servantship. This is another idea. I am the servant. Oh Lord, you are the master. Hanumanji used to say that I live in different moods. When I am fully aware of my body consciousness, Dehubuddhya, when I think that I am an embodied being, I have my suffering, I have my pain, I have my worries, I have my anxieties, all this, fear of death or loss. So, as long as I have those things, I think you are the master. Dehubuddhya dasosmi, you are the Lord. Oh Lord, you are the Lord of the universe. Please help me. I am your servant. So this is the attitude of servantship. Jiva Buddhya, when I think I am a jiva, I think you are the Jivatma, Paramatma. I am Atman, Jiva, individual, and you are the Supreme Lord. I am a part of your consciousness. The fire and the spark. That is the attitude. It's called Vishishta Advaita philosophy. And the third is called when I feel that I am so pure, I'm not the body, not the mind, I have no craving, I have nothing to go, nothing to come, no have to leave, no have to lose anything, I am that absolute, this thought, then I think I am one with you. The same God, but relationship changes. When we are in the body level, and then I am helpless. So I think that you are the master, I am the servant. So this is, please tell me what I'm to do, I will do. So our actions, our things can be devoted to him. That's a good attitude, servant attitude. We need not have to take whole day. That's another beauty. You can take any of the attitudes at any point of time. When you are in one mood, you can think that he is my master, not my boss in the office, not my people who are my immediate controller. No, I'm not doing for them, but I'm doing for God. So I'm your servant, that attitude. Or you see, also going to the temple, you feel that God is present here mostly. So the idea, I salute before you, oh Lord, bandhana dasya. The bandhana means praise. I praise, and praising God. And not only praising God in the temple, If you think that it is God, it has become everything, as Vedanta says. So you try to see, wherever you see, try to see His presence and honor. Here comes the philosophy of India, where the respect for everything. হয়তো
বুঝতে পারবে
তুমি তো সরিয়ে দিলে অন্য জায়গায়,
না
ওইদিকে থাকলে ভালো দেখতে। টেক এ চেয়ার, প্লিজ টেক এ চেয়ার অ্যান্ড সিট ডাউন।
ওকে
This room is now much used, I see.
The monastery is a better place.
Monastery?
If this is a living.
No, this will be, they are in the doing some office work, it will be over then. Then we will be regularly going there.
But if it's every week.
No, I think it will be over now. So, dasya servantship is the attitude which we can maintain in every day in our life, whenever situation forces us to be fearful about the situation, what will happen. And you can say, I have no responsibility, I am His servant. Whatever the Lord wants me to do, I'll do it. So what is my responsibility? I belong to Him. That's a devotee's attitude should be, I belong to Him. So it is, I have no other thought or responsibility of it. So introduction on the page 241, there's a strand 10 called the Dasya or the servantship. They have given not many verses, only 4 verses, but introduction is long. Dasya. Dasya means that is the 7th of the devotional disciplines. We have already discussed about the 6 such ideas. This and the succeeding discipline, which is called the Sakha and Atma Nivedana. Sakha means relationship of a friend to a friend. Meaning means culture of a servant, the cultivate attitude. You cultivate an attitude that I am not the master. We sometimes say in our life, why this happens, that happens. I want to judge, I want to understand. It is God's world. What am I to do? It is His will, it is going on. I am only in this. God has this world to do something. I am doing that as He wills. That's all. We should be a good of God. That is the point. We are not good instruments sometimes. I think this way. No. Our ego pops up. The car engine runs according to the will of the driver. That's called a good engine, isn't it? But driver is trying to run the engine in one way, and the engine says, no. You try to turn, or no. That is the ego of the engine. When the ego of the engine starts, we call it bad engine. That does not work well. So in God's hand, when everything happens, if one can think that I am an engine in the hand of the Lord, so whatever the thing comes in life, you can be happy with that, because it is His will going on. I am the machine. That's the idea. I am the machine, you are the machinist. So this attitude is a good attitude. It can relax. Different attitude. Sometimes you take Vedantic attitude. I am not the body. Okay, you can do that. But if you cannot say that I am your child, I am your servant, you are the master, you are the boss, whatever you want, I have no freedom to say. In early days, people used to buy servants, no? Human beings, they took slaves. Buy servants, no? By some money, they are sold. But now whole life, this is the servant, he's chained, he's to work hard and you'll be beating, whatever you do, I have no freedom there. But here, if we think that I am not that way chained, but it is God's world and I am His willing servant, then what will be? Great joy in that. When you are forced to make you a servant, or they call the slavery. But when you offer yourself to be the volunteer servant, what is called? It's called love, isn't it? When someone loves someone, voluntarily gives so much. It is service. It is just like a servant. One becomes a slave. We sometimes say, oh, he has become a slave of this. No, that means you voluntarily give out of love. That is it has a different dignity.
Like Kalyanananda Swami details it that suppose I say you something because
Yeah. Ah. So the Swamiji, one Kullanananda Swami, she is referring to that story that he wanted to be a monk. And when he came to Sri Swami Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda said, "You want to be a monk? Suppose I need some money tomorrow, and I need some money for the mort. I will sell you to someone. Are you ready to still come? I'll sell you so that I get some money. For you are coming to me to become a monk. That means you will have nothing of your own. Monk means you have nothing of your own excepting God. So if you come to me as a guru and you want to be a monk, I need money. I said you. Then what will happen? Can you still come? Yes. Okay, stay on. Spirit is that I am a servant of God. This and the succeeding disciplines, the two disciplines, friendship, sakha, sakhya, and atmanivedan. Atmanivedan means self-surrender, have to be distinguished from the earlier ones as they form the devotional attitudes that settle on one through long practice of the earlier ones. This servant attitude does not come. It takes long time to surrender. To surrender everything to God, it's a matured person, mature spiritual person. They can surrender to all. We all make effort. We all want to find justice. We all want to do this. But a matured person, they think that everything is happening in the will, under the will of God. So I have nothing to do, nothing to say. I am just his servant. Wherever you take, I am there for you. These bhavas or devotional attitudes are of the very essence of the higher forms of bhakti called the parabhakti. When one attains to two types of bhakti we have learned, one is called the practicing bhakti, Vaidhi, practicing bhakti, do this, do that, do that. This bhakti, what is the sign of bhakti? You go to the shrine, before you go to the shrine, go to the sign. Everyone, no, Ashok, you are good. I can see her better.
Yeah, you were okay.
No, as you are sitting. Okay, no.
No, when you were sitting. Remember.
So, bhakti is two types. One is called the parabhakti, Vaidhi bhakti. Vaidhi bhakti is the beginning stage. You say that this is our rules in the temple. If you go, don't drink, don't eat there. There's a shrine. So what? It generates some reverence. This is Lord's place. It is a sanctified place. You are going, you take out your shoes. Why you take out your shoes? It's a reverential place. God lives here. So our honored guest, that's why we do. You want to go there, take a shower. Don't go inside the temple like that. Use a fresh clothing. These are called the bhakti. It is a devotion, show of devotion. But it is called there is some guided by some rules, formulas. But when love generates, your devotion increases, then formalities are secondary. Then yourself is there. He needs something. Will you say, hey, wait, let me go and take a shower and change my cloth, and then I will get ready the material, and then I will have to wash my hand and put Ganges water, and then I will come and give you. That does not count. When you grow in love, what matters? What it matters? No, he needs this. I am his servant. So that's why in Vaidhi Bhakti, there are so many fear. If I don't do, what will happen? I will incur sin then. I am transgressing the limits of my own activities. I am transgressing the rules, regulations, violating. But when devotion, prema bhakti comes, then that is the goal, that formulation, all these things drop away. There is a story. Let me tell a story why it has come to my mind. Say, there is this servant attitude also will be there. Good. Sri Chaitanya, Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya, he used to live in the Puri, Odisha, in the Odisha state of Odisha, on the bank of ocean, or what is called water ocean. Jagannath, Bay of Bengal. And there was Sri Chaitanya used to, like Dakshineshwar, Ramakrishna's Dakshineshwar. Last days of Sri Chaitanya, they used to live in a Gambhira, that place called Gambhira. And he, in the whole day, like Ramakrishna, talking about God and singing this glory and going into dancing and ecstasy. Whole day, body was very much, very soft. Body, sattvika body becomes very soft. And whole day he will be singing, dancing, and chanting the name of Lord. More, again and then again goes to the higher spiritual mood. So this is the way when he is to come back. That time, he's one of his disciple. His name was Haridas or what? He is one of the disciples. I forget the exact name, Haridas or something like that. He used to massage when he comes back, and after retiring, his duty was to massage Sri Chaitanya, the feet and whole body massage, and silently go and he will be sleeping. That was his service to Sri Chaitanya. And so one day, this Haridas, most probably Haridas, when he came back to check whether Sri Chaitanya has come back to his room or not, he found that he has already come back and he is so tired. A small tiny room where Sri Chaitanya used to live, and his head is near the door. This is the door, small door. Hardly one person can enter. And his body was very long body, So he lay down in such a way, his feet is inside and head is near the door. And he saw, oh, my guru, my teacher, the Lord Krishna, he is called living Krishna. Oh, he is lying down. But what shall I do now? If I go away, in the middle of the night he will wake up and he may have some aches and pains, and because whole day it went on. So I will not be giving my service to him, but I am his servant. So I have to serve. What shall I do now? He said, let me get inside anyway. But how will you get inside? His head is in the door. And if you want to enter, then you have to cross, put your leg above his body and enter into the room. He said, let me do that. And he entered, putting his head over the head, leg over the head, and then entered and then started messaging. And Sri Chaitanya, after some time, woke up. Then said, oh, you are here, Haridas. How did you enter here? He's testing the devotion of his disciples. He said, yes. It cannot be accepted. You are a devotee, you are a disciple, and he is a guru. I know this will lead me to hell. Not care whether I go to hell, but I prefer the service you needed. By that, wrong, but he needs that. Therefore, I leading to Parabhakti, supreme love. Ordinary love is the follows the rules of do's and don'ts. And when you cross that and you generate, then that time the formulas go away. It your intense love, and all the formalities. Ramakrishna used to do that. When he used to do the worship, he used to feed mother at the very beginning, maybe. We don't do that. When we bring the bhogam, even he is hungry, we'll have to now wait. Let me finish this ong bong, throw the flowers and mantra and all these things. I'm done with. Hey, now bring the bhogam. So this is the rule. But Sri Ramakrishna broke all these rules and he used to feed fast and do in his mood. He feel that, oh, mother is hungry now, so let me feed first. So this breaks the normal rule. That is called the para-bhakti, love supreme. Vaidhi bhakti is the ritualistic bhakti, or bhakti, the rules followed by the rules. Devotion followed by rules.
Even Ramakrishna the Swami, he knew that Thakur right after shower he could not wait. So that dhoop and the he wouldn't when he's puja
Yeah,
he
he
wouldn't
will.
do that.
Ramakrishna, yeah, they're breaking the rules, breaking the normal rules of our daily worship. So, as you said, we do the puja first, what is written in the books. Don't violate that. Huh? But Shashi Maharaj, Swami Ramakrishnananda, he loved Ramakrishna very much, and he is the founder of all this ritualistic puja, etc. He was totally into it. So he used to feed, because he saw that Ramakrishna, as soon as he take a bath, he felt very hungry. So here we give bath, we wash the feet, then we rinse it, then we give the body oil, then we give the water, and we chant Sahasra Sisha Purusha. We throw the water which falls as if I am bathing him, and then after that we give flower at the feet. Then we have another ritual to put some item, one after item. There are such, and then comes food. But as Ramakrishna could not wait because he felt hungry, so immediately after giving this bath, he used to feed him. And then other items will be done later. So it is breaking the rules. And that is because of devotion, extreme devotion. So one can, these bhavas or the devotional attitudes are of the very essence of the higher form of bhakti or para-bhakti, which are distinguished from the formal or ordinance regulated bhakti or vaidhi bhakti. This bhakti is called the ordinance regulated bhakti. That means norm. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. If you don't do, then you are not doing proper worship. But devotion, when comes deeply, so you can cross all these things. In the stage of Vaidhi Bhakti means regulatory bhakti, it is incumbent that the devotee practices the earlier disciplines dealt with. But when devotion has become spontaneous or matured, these disciplines cease to be disciplines, but becomes natural channels for the expression of the devotional sentiment. So we have to, in devotional practice, we have to reach that plane where the formalities will go away and God is my own. To love Him, to serve Him, that will be the main attitude. What happens to me is not the question. That's why it is called to serve someone or serve God is very difficult. You have to totally forget yourself. You have to go tune with the mind of the person whom you are serving. Our President Maharaj and others, there are many stories. Say, the monks who wanted to be the attending to our President Maharaj, Swami Birajananda or Shankarananda, our earlier presidents. Forget about Thakur's disciples, they are extreme. But many failed. Why? When they come, they think how to serve. My way, I like to do this, I'll do in my way. You want a plate of food, I will do in my way and give it to you. That is your ego you are satisfying. But if you're serving someone, you will have to think, what his way, not my way. That means my way is to be made nullified. Your way is not there. You are not there. You have to tune whatever the person you are serving, his or her attitude is. That's why sometimes it used to happen that Birajananda Swami, you have heard from Siddharananda Swami, used to say that if I have to tell you, give me this, then what type of attendant you are? That's why Siddharananda Swami understood his moods. He will put hand like that, he will understand what he is asking for. Like this, he may be asking for the towel. hand towel or something like that. So while eating, he said after washing the hand, he was waiting for a little bit and he got a scolding. I'm waiting for such a long time. Meaning, that means you are not understanding what he wants. That's why he said, I will keep him in both my hand, two things, one this and another this. That means you feel his intention. So that is the thing. When devotion has become spontaneous, this discipline ceases to discipline, but becomes natural channels, a natural channels of expression of the devotional sentiment. And in the sentiment where you are serving the Lord or the high great spiritual personalities like this and Brahmogyanis, no? So that's why in Vaishnava literature there is a word called Seva Aparadha. Aparadha means
Sin.
Fault.
Offense.
Fault.
no. Aparadha means falling from the ideal. This is my aparadha. You say excuse me. That means when you say excuse me, when you have done something wrong, you are asking favor for forgiveness. No, the favor for forgiveness. Aparadha means you have to beg. That's why we do the puja. At the end, we ask for forgiveness. I did that puja as I know with the mantras and chanting and whatever I do, but I may have many faults, many places I have not done the right way. So please forgive them. So otherwise, sometimes service becomes an obstacle to spiritual growth. Because if you are serving someone, by your service, he is not happy. Suppose you don't like chili, and I prepare a nice meal and give you chili, hot chili, and eat. Because I like and I give you. Then what will be there? Will you be happy with me? So similarly, whatever I like, if I want to do my way, that is not the way of service. That is not the way of a servant. Servant will tune himself to the will of the master. So that means egolessness. So we should be egoless in our day-to-day dealing and thinking about God. No, that whatever we do, we are doing a service. It is a privilege for me to do that, and it is my humble offering. So it is not my liking. I am doing because he likes this. In devotional literature, these bhavas means moods. Bhava can not be explained. Bhava means your spiritual moods inside are enumerated as follows. What? 5 moods we have talked many times. Shanta mood, placid, and philosophical mood. That is the mood of the monks. Monks and nuns, they should have this placid mood. What is placid mood and philosophical mood? God is everywhere. From that perspective, it is a relationship. God is in me, God is in you. But that relationship is no particular. Looking at the whole world and the people feeling the presence of God, you do your service, you think whatever you do, one of the relationship. But this relationship is for the monastics to detach. Love at the same time detach. In other relationship, there is more attachment side comes. But attachment side does not damage your spirituality because you are doing with God. Anything you do with God, it loses its weak points. Desire for, it's called Madhura Bhava. They have desire for lover to the beloved. Lover to the beloved, everyone loves their beloved and they go and they become a worldly person. But having that relationship with God, Krishna, they become saints. Eito, Mirabai, mere to giridhare dusharana koi. There is no other but Krishna. He is my husband. He is my everything of my life. No, so that relationship which may delude people in the worldly way because not seeing Krishna there, but it is Krishna. When it goes to Krishna, the same love, it sanctifies, purifies, because God is all pure. touching gold, what you call the philosopher's stone. In any way you touch the philosopher's stone, what happens? Your iron, piece of iron becomes gold. So this life becomes gold, spiritually bright. In any way you touch. So this is the first attitude, is the Shanta. That is the placid and philosophical attitude. What is philosophy? God resides everywhere. Brahman, Sarvang Kallidang Brahman, and everywhere is Brahman. And I, every in a particular personal identity. It is same for everyone. You pour water into the under a tree, that's also you are serving your Brahman. You are serving a person, that's serving Brahman. So this is the Shanta attitude. Second, Dasya. This we are reading today. Dasya is the servitude. The servant. I am servant. I am not to question. I get the order like military. Military people have no question. Hey, no, are you asking me to fight this way? No, it is better to I'll turn this way. And no, that is not the military rule. You say go and you go. Die. Yeah. So this servitude means I am your servant. Now you tell me what to do, I will do whatever you do. There is a Bengali word, I am your servant, like a goat offered to God. Now you want to cut me on the head or to the tail, it is yours. Is it not? The servant, when one servant is purchased like that in early days, which way they will utilize the servant, it is the boss will decide, not the servant. So that means our ego should be totally servant. This is the spiritual devotional attitude. That is the second attitude, Dasya. Then Aptya, Shakya, Vatsalya, Madhura. Apto diyete. Apto is filial. Filial means relationship with mom, dad, no? That type of attitude. Is my mother, God is my father, feeling like that. Vatsalya is a parental attitude. He is my parent. God is my parent. God is my child. Both ways. Apto and Vatsalya means God is my baby. That's why Gopala, baby Gopala. The worship of baby Gopala in our temple we do. And this baby, every day he falls down, every day. The nuns behave with them. I say that he will one day fight with you. What happens? Because and they give flower just over the nose. I told the other day, hey, don't do. Every day you are doing, he's getting suffocated. So
what did she say?
Then I told him, don't do every day. Then he's moving. Flower has moved from the face. So he's my baby. Yeah. So night time we go and put the baby to sleep. Someone to put the baby where to? It's a baby. You have to take care of the baby, no? Night time you have to put the bed and you will have to put him to lie down, is it not? And he has three legs. Baby Krishna has one leg saying, give me butter. And 3 legs, baby, 1, 2 legs naturally fall down all the time. How many times they fall down? And the nuns blame. Oh, this Gopala is very naughty. He falls down. He falls down. You people don't take care and he falls down. Yes, that is natural. Very little inadvertent. And one leg disbalanced, naturally fall down. Anyhow. So, but you have to think that he's baby Gopala. He's my baby. I have to take care of him. That's why night time we put him with a blanket, warm blanket, and putting in such a way either he sits with the Ramakrishna's close to Ramakrishna or close to mother, like that feeling that he will be baby will be needed for care. But anyhow, he is all are same. Ramakrishna is baby Krishna, Krishna is this, but still these are the different moods. It's called the spiritual mood. Otherwise, these are toys only. No, children have some toys. Some become toys. But for the children, toy is not toy. They're very real. No, the toy He has the temperature, high temperature today. And the baby is, the child is very serious. My child is having, the mood is different. The baby is, what happened to you today? Oh, my baby has it all. The temperature today. The baby has a temperature. That they bring the spiritual attitude there. So in our spiritual attitude, that idea that God is my baby or God is my father in the heaven, as you say. Vatsal parental. Sakya, companionship, as we normally friend to your friend. You become very open to your friend. You don't hide anything. Friend to friend, you can behave in a way if you think he is my friend. He is in my danger and difficulty, in my happiness and in misery. He is always to help me. He is standing behind me. Real friend never leaves you. No? So God is my real friend. That type of attitude, companionship, and madhurja or conjugal. These are the five. All these bhavas, except the first one, that is the Santo. And Santo mood, I told, is this mood of the monastics, are intensely personal. These are, see, all intensely personal. He is my father, as if my blood relationship. He is my baby. My baby, if I don't take care, what will happen? So it's a personalized relationship. Only this Vedantic attitude, this Santo mood, it is a relationship, but there is not personal, it is impersonal. God everywhere. So intensely personal with powerful sentiments as the moving force. All this relationship is guided by tremendous mood and the sentiments. Many devotees who love baby Krishna, they will see, they are very worried. They go for some place. Who will take care? Today, you have to feed, no? Like you are careful about, you cannot leave the cat to itself and go somewhere. A dog, okay, what is there? I am going for 1 month. Let the dog be in the room. You cannot live that way. Because you know it is a living being. Bhaktas know that it is not, that's just baby Gopala. It is really a Gopala. It's my child. Tomorrow I'll have to make him wake up and then feed some milk. There I lived with some gentleman in Canada someplace. And he used to carry that Gopala everywhere because he does not know what to do. If he night time, who will take care of the baby? So he is carrying his hand, he's always carrying, and a special bag he has to prepare. And he used to carry everywhere. And one day I saw that he came back and let me see what he does. He came back before he's eating. I said, Swami, wait, we'll eat together. He is single, but his baby Gopala is his eternal responsibility. So he came, and I saw that he came and brought milk, special container milk, and poured over it and put the mouth. And the mouth is flowing all to the mouth and whole body. Baby Gopala is eating milk. And feeding, and then washing, and cleaning, and putting that slab, and then he went to feed us, whatever, our supper. So they feel committed to this. It is a very sentimental, emotional connection is there. They don't think it is a metallic statue I'm dealing with. So these sentiments are the moving force in those type of attitude with God in these other moods. Shanto is largely impersonal and philosophical and does not really come under the category of sentimental love. But there is therefore a tendency on the part of the scholars of the devotional schools which exalt the personal relationship as the highest to relegate Santo Bhavo to an inferior level. That's why in the devotional school, they call Santo mood is the lowest one. Because there is no personal relation, impersonal relation. God is here. God is in the tree. God is there. God is in the cat. God is in the dog. Wherever you see, God is everywhere. You love God and adore God and respect. That is impersonal. So if it is impersonal, according to Bhakti school, because they want a relation, Bhakti means relation. For them, this is considered to be lowest. And highest is Madhura. Because the intense relationship comes, husband-wife. So that attitude with the Lord, that is the climax of their bhakti. That's why I said that this, therefore, a tendency on the part of the scholars of the devotional schools, which exalt the personal relationship as the highest, they relegate the Santo Bhavo to an inferior level. This can be attributed only to a kind of narrowness. Anyhow, we are Vedantas, we should justify. We are higher. Those are bhaktas. So Swamiji is taking us because he is Ramakrishna Mission Sadhu. But as they think that the Shanta mood is for the lowest category, we also think Shanta mood is the highest category. This can be attributed only to a kind of narrowness. Intellectual love of God is a favorite idea of a great philosopher like Spinoza. He is bringing the idea in the Western world that Spinoza's love is intellectually, you can love God intellectually also. A great thinker and scholar like Madhusudana Saraswati, who was an ardent Advaita Vedantin, but also an equally ardent devotee, considered this Shanta mood as the knowledge-oriented Jnana-Mitra devotion. They say it is called a relationship. It is called the Jnana and Bhakti mixed together. Other place, your Bhakti is important. Your love is important. And that love is intense love. Intense love, that your, what you call the Madhura Bhavo, or your child and mother. If one of his own child or her own child, suppose God of the world is appeared there, how intense will be the love there? That's why it is more in, but that is personalized in one aspect only.
This Sunday, Chidananda Swamiji said in his lecture, he gave this example that suppose one girl is in love with one boy, that's the love at first sight kind of thing, and then some of her friends,
love grows that way
by knowing.
That's why it is said Vedanta, not our idea, but it is tremendous emotion and thinking God is the highest, and He has become my child. He has become my husband. He's become my relation. He's become my friend. The Lord of the universe has come down in the form of my friend. If that intense feeling comes, what is your knowledge? You love your friend, that is a love. But when you know the qualities of your friend, oh, he's a writer, oh, he's a speaker, oh, he's a rich man, oh, he's a talented person, he is a philosopher. As you know the glory of that person, your love intensifies, becomes bigger, more and more intense love. Love intensifies there. And again, if you don't know, you can, without knowing that person, if you love, that love is the embodiment of all noble qualities. Devotees who take Santo are full of the spirit of renunciation born, of a sense of the unworthiness and miserable nature of the world and worldly existence. They seek refuge in God. They recognize a philosophical relationship between the Jiva and God, and in place of a personal and sentimental one. It may be one of the part and whole, organ and organism, reflection and the prototype. As the knowledge of this relationship becomes vivid in their consciousness, they attain to supreme love based on the knowledge. They surrender themselves to the Lord. That comes the next chapter, Atma Nivedanam, and obtain unity with Him. They say, Harimana, Swami Turiyananda, understanding the unworthiness of the material world, not this, not this, not this, and loving mother. And ultimately you see that Krishna, our Hari Maharaj at the end, always saying, divine, everything is done by mother. And that surrender is coming from a Gyani, a knower of truth, knower of Brahman. And that relationship is deeper relationship. So that is the attitude of then you surrender totally. You understand that every Ramakrishna said, even the leaf does not move without the will of the Lord. So when you understand He is that Lord whom you love in the form of Krishna or Rama or whatever, Mother, Ramakrishna called it Makali. If you know that way, then your love becomes so one-pointed that is the source of all ideas, thoughts, power, strength, purity. So if you know that, then why you will go to any other thing? Because here is everything. So that one-pointed sentimentalism will come, but Vedantic way of sentimentalism, which is taught as Jnana and Bhakti mixed. It is unfair to consider Santa Bhava as in any way inferior to the personal bhavas. It is a argumentation between the sentimental devotion and this devotion of impersonal devotion. Of the five moods, only the first mood is little different from the rest of the four moods. It is of the another type, being love stimulated by an intellectual apprehension rather than by a sense of human relationship. So Madhusudana Madhusudan Saraswati was a great Advaita Vedantin, and he was also a great lover of God. So he says, significant passage there, who says, I am his, he is mine, I am he. Refuge in God takes these three forms according to the progress in the practice of spiritual disciplines. He says, first comes, I belong to him. I am his. He is the master. I belong to him. That's the first. Second, no, he is mine. I'll have to take care of him. He's a baby. He is sitting in the temple and finish the puja to become, I belong to him. Of things to be done. And then last will be, I am he. So three moods. I belong. This is the Madhusudan. Madhusudan is an authority in Bhakti school and also Vedanta school. In the Santo type, what we're talking about, monastic type, the devotion perhaps passes from an awareness, I am his, to I am he. I belong to him. At the same time say, no. Which I? My pure I. I am he. Not this impure body mind, but I am he. Or absorption in God without the intervening stage, he is mine. And Vedanta does not take the responsibility of God being a child or God being my dependent. They skip this middle path. That is the author is telling us. Without the intervening stage of he is mine, which forms the core of personal bhavas. When you feel he belongs to you, then your responsibility comes and your personal relationship grows more intensely. This Santo Bhava may, however, be mixed with after and thus attitude born of a sense of God's fatherhood, motherhood, and lordship. Anyhow, in the personal bhavas, now personal bhavas means the relationship centered. Jasoda. In place of philosophical of these, to feel that God is one's father or mother or master is natural to a devotee and is all that is practicable for an ordinary aspirant following the path of devotion. But to feel that God is one's child or one's own companion or one's sweetheart, you see, they have given all capital. The word child is not ordinary child. He is the child in whom all the glory of the Lord is there. He is not only my companion friend, but he is the Lord of the universe in that friend's physical frame. He is the one sweetheart, capitalist, is so intimate a form of relationship that an ordinary devotee who is dominated by a sense of divine majesty does not dare to cultivate it. If it is such a, it is dominated by a sense of divine majesty, then sometimes you feel, oh my God, who is this boy? I was thinking, as Krishna said, Arjuna said, I didn't know. You are my friend. And now I understand you are the Lord of the universe. And you are my friend. And I played with you. I like showing your glory. So that glory, idea of the glory comes. That's why divine majesty. And therefore, many people get frightened. My baby is better than baby is the Lord of the universe. No. Even the sense of fatherhood, motherhood, lordship can be felt by him only in the philosophical sense and not in the intensely personal relationship. The attitude of Madhura, the conjugal love, is considered the most intimate, involving in itself the essence of Dasya, Shakya, and perhaps Vatsalya too. In the devotional school, they think that this relationship with the Lord as our lover and the beloved, that is the highest. And there, all the other relationship, father attitude, mother attitude, child attitude, friendship attitude, all get a culmination there. In the enumeration of the 9 devotional disciplines, only Dasya, the servitude, and Sakya, the companionship, are mentioned in this text here. Besides this, there is mention also of Atmanivedanam, self-dedication. Dasya. Okay, our time is up. We'll read the verses next day. So we have, and it is a good discussion to think that how devotion works in different attitudes.
Yes, Swami. I was thinking that when you have this intimate relationship with God
Mm.
and you have tendencies to do bad things,
You
can
cannot do
ask
that.
God, well, what do you think I should do? And, keep you on the straight path.
You cannot do that. Suppose in front of a very honorable, respectable person sitting in front of you, can you do any mischievous thing? You cannot.
Yeah, I see.
See, if you think that here is Krishna as a baby Krishna sitting there, he's the Lord of the whole universe, and how can I do some unjust activity or thought? I cannot do that.
That's why I think it's very helpful. Helps
Exactly.
curb your bad
Right.
tendencies.
Right. That all the other tendencies, bad tendencies, will be curbed. Like that. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Ma. So today Swami will be speaking Satyamayananda Swami's class in the evening. So we'll go for a cup of tea now. See, minute ago,